Sean, welcome to Bristol Rugby. How are you settling in?
Very quickly. Yeah, great place, great bunch of boys, good coaching staff, and I've really enjoyed the weather's been kind to us. And I think it's been a long pre-season, but everybody's really motivated now to get started, get to the business end and see where we're at.
And what attracted you to Bristol? What attracted you to make the trip over the Severn Bridge?
Lots of things really. I was contemplating, I took quite a break from coaching after the Ospreys. I was looking for the right challenge. I was looking for the right club and the right mix of people, and Bristol ticked all those boxes for me. The chance to work with Andy was a big carrot. The chance to get out of Wales was another one, and more importantly, the challenge of getting a great club like Bristol with a proud heritage back to sort of Premiership status was something I relished really, and it was the challenge I needed, I think, to get back and get my appetite back, and I think the players will tell you I've got that.
And in terms of, you and Andy obviously haven't been beating around the bush. The target is very clear this year to get back to the Premiership. In your eyes, doable?
Yeah, it has to be. I think that message has to be clear to the players and the supporters. There's no good beating about the bush. We're here for a reason, not just a flash in the pan. It has to be sustained, and that goes from top to bottom, so that everybody's clear on our goals and what we want to achieve together. And it is about doing it together. It's not just on the players, not just on Andy and I. It's on all of the management team, right through from the shop through to the guy who's preparing the field. So, and to achieve sustained success, then you have to have that. And we're working hard at that at the moment. The players doing their bit. I've been really impressed with how they functioned during the time that I've been here already. I'm just looking forward to seeing them on the field now. Some of the things we've worked on, some of the combinations. Let's see how we're faring before we hit the ground running come September. And
obviously, you've come to Bristol. Lots of exciting signings as well coming to Bristol. How have they all settled in?
They seem to be doing pretty well. I mean, a lot of the signings we've made have played in the Premiership or a higher level. And the important thing when you do that is when you come is to set some standards, both culturally and technically and tactically on the field. And I'm pleased to say that they're in good nick. They have started setting standards. They're communicating well, and I think they've been accepted by the group. I think we're clearly every team does well in pre-season, and the mood is good, is optimistic. But I've been suitably impressed with the standard and the attitude of the players so far. And there's going to be troubled times in the season. The season ebbs and flows. You get difficult times, and these times where we've got some camaraderie and some good social sort of manoeuvres going on. Then there's times where we're going to need this in the season to come back, and it's about identifying the characters that can pull us through those. And so far we've got a few.
Obviously, you have those signings, a few more experienced head, a few young, exciting prospects, but let's not forget the talent within Bristol Rugby. A lot of young guys coming through, showing their potential. Yeah,
I think there's a strong core of the squad that's been here the last couple of years, which is important because they've experienced some highs and some lows, and they know what the Championship is about. But the guys that we've brought in do add a bit of leadership and quality, and of course, as you rightly say, that then enables the young stars to come through and shine in a balanced sort of mix within the team. So looking forward to seeing some of those youngsters play, but more importantly looking at the strength in depth that we can have through the season that we're going to need.
Some fantastic bits of play last year from Bristol, different styles at different times of the year. They showed they can play in the wet, in the dry, in the cold, in the warm, whatever. What this year will be the key differences that the fans will see how Bristol play?
You'll certainly see an up-tempo Bristol team. We're looking to play quite a fast game. I don't think that's any secret to any of the opposition. They'll quickly get to see it anyway. They'll work us out. So we're looking for quite an ambitious attacking game, but we're also looking for an ambitious defensive game. I think Bristol in the last couple of years, particularly last year, have conceded too many points. I think home form is going to be crucial. And from an attacking point of view, particularly last year, not enough bonus points were scored. So there's quite a suggestive mix there, but the key really is to sustain that throughout the year and have some consistency. And as you rightly say, at different grounds, in different weather, that's going to be a huge challenge for us. But as long as we stick by our values and go for it, if you like, then hopefully that'll prevail in the end.
The standard of the Championship has really increased over the few years, which is fantastic for rugby. Of the teams in the Championship this year, who do you think is going to be Bristol's biggest challenge?
I think there's a few. I think Bedford are always thereabout. They play an attractive brand of rugby. They're very dangerous. Now under Mike Gray are there, who I know well. I think London Welsh coming down will have a strength. They've lost some players, but they have a new coaching setup. They will be difficult to beat, particularly they're at Oxford. But I think the key threats come from two sort of fledgling teams, young teams who are producing good rugby, and that's Leeds and Nottingham. I think they're very, very dangerous. Again, difficult to beat away from home, and do show attacking flair. So, there's a lot of teams, and of course, a lot of the other teams are very dangerous in certain times of the year. Like Plymouths, Rotherhams, the Mosleys. As Bristol found out last year, losing twice. What we can't afford is to be complacent, drop our guard, and treat every opposition with the healthy respect they deserve, because the season warrants that.
And I bet coaches and players alike must be really excited to get the season ahead. Not only is a target set out that back to Premiership status, but also it's the 125th commemorative season. Yeah,
and we've had a historical talk, which has been really, really good, just to set the awareness of what Bristol Rugby is all about and the traditions of the club. So that's very, very important, and I think we have to carry that mantle. We have to carry the expectation. We know every team's coming for us and will be talking about us, so we've just got to get on and make sure that they keep talking about us right through the end of the season.
And in terms of the healthiness of the squad so far, all players in pretty good nick?
Not bad. We could be better in the back three department. We've had some bad news there. Obviously Jack Wallace, an exciting young talent, coming in with a nasty Achilles injury. Jack Tovey's out for a few more weeks. Eric Claessens has been out as well. So not ideal in the full-back stakes, but everywhere else, we're looking pretty strong. We have some depth, and the boys have trained hard. So we'll accommodate the injuries that we've got at the moment. And then when the cavalry comes back, we should have an added bit of speed to the team as well.